Everyone buying French Bulldogs right now is going to regret it, not because they're bad dogs, but because vets have been quietly recommending something completely different for years, and nobody is listening. The one that looks dangerous but isn't. When most people see a Whippet for the first time, they take a small step back. It looks like something built purely for speed, narrow, muscular, intense eyes. But here's what actually happens when you take one home. It finds the softest spot in your house and doesn't move for 6 hours. Vets love Whippets because they're quiet, gentle, and have almost none of the health problems currently destroying other popular breeds. The French Bulldog can't breathe properly. The Dachshund destroys its own spine just by existing. The Whippet lies on your couch looking like a Renaissance painting and costs you almost nothing in vet bills.
Behold, His Absolute Majesty, Lord Sniffington III, on his throne.
Nobody buys them because they look too athletic. They are not athletic. They are asleep. The one nobody has heard of. In 1965, Guinness World Records named the Chinook the rarest dog on the planet. Originally bred as sled dogs in New Hampshire, they have dense fur, endless loyalty, and a temperament so gentle with children that vets consistently recommend them for families. They are intelligent, hard-working, easy to train, completely unbothered by chaos. Everything you actually want in a family dog. The Chinook is currently the official state dog of New Hampshire, which means an entire American state chose this dog as its symbol. And you have still never heard of it. The calm one in a family famous for being unhinged. If you know anything about terriers, you know they are a lot. Loud, stubborn, convinced they are in charge, absolutely certain the mailman is a threat. The Glen of Immel Terrier somehow missed that meeting. This small Irish breed is spirited enough to keep up with an active family but calm enough to sit quietly on the couch for an entire evening without destroying anything. Loyal, affectionate, ranked near the very bottom of the AKC popularity list every single year. Not because anything is wrong, simply because nobody knows it exists. The one that lived in the White House for 8 years. It loves water, it loves children, it barely sheds. Barack Obama chose one for his family specifically because of how well-rounded the breed is. It lived in the White House for 8 years, made the news constantly, and people still don't buy them. The one that looks like it costs nothing but lives forever. The Basenji is one of the oldest dog breeds on the planet. Cave paintings in ancient Egypt, gifts to pharaohs, older than most human civilizations. It doesn't bark, not because it's been trained not to, because it physically cannot. It makes a sound called a yodel instead. Vets love them because they're incredibly healthy, clean themselves like cats, and regularly live past 13 years with almost no serious health issues. Nobody buys them because they look too basic. They are not basic. They are ancient royalty that outlives everything. The one built like a tank that somehow never gets sick. The Australian cattle dog was bred to herd livestock across some of the harshest terrain on Earth, which means nature spent decades making it basically indestructible. Intelligent, athletic, loyal to one person with an almost unsettling level of commitment. Vets consistently rank it among the healthiest breeds alive. One lived to 29 years old. That is the oldest dog ever recorded in history. You have never once considered getting one. The one that looks like a problem but isn't. Everyone sees a greyhound and thinks speed, racing, high maintenance, constant exercise. The reality is that greyhounds sleep between 16 and 18 hours a day. They are the laziest large dog alive. A 30-minute walk and they are done for the entire day. Minimal grooming, quiet, gentle with children. Sensitive to anesthesia, so always tell your vet, but otherwise almost no serious health problems. Thousands of retired racing greyhounds sit in shelters every year waiting for someone who thinks they need a garden and a marathon training partner. They need a couch. That's it. The one that's been sitting in shelters for years for absolutely no reason. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier has one of the worst reputations in dog ownership, and one of the best actual track records. Nicknamed the nanny dog in Victorian England because of how naturally gentle they are with children. Affectionate, loyal, intelligent,
Good afternoon.
Eager to please. Vets who work with them regularly describe them as one of the most misunderstood breeds they encounter. They fill shelters in almost every country because people are scared of how they look. Meanwhile, French Bulldog owners are paying for their third breathing surgery. The one vets recommend above everything else. No Instagram aesthetic. No designer price tag. No strangers stopping you on the street because they recognize the breed. Just a dog sitting in a shelter in your city right now waiting for someone to walk past its kennel and stop. The mixed breed is healthier than almost every purebred dog alive. Lower vet bills, longer life expectancy, fewer genetic problems. While everyone is spending $3,000 on a dog that needs surgery just to breathe through its own nose, the best dog you will ever own is probably already waiting for you somewhere. You just have to go find it.